And we are live. Cool. Hey everyone, welcome back. As the title says, I am painting more engines this time, so enjoy. Just going to make sure you guys can see my workspace, because that's what matters most of all. Gonna zoom in a little more.
Yeah. So you're just gonna do this every day now?
No. Just thought because it went so well yesterday, thought I'd do it again today. So.
Yeah.
For the rest of the week, besides the Magic Railroad premiere, I am not going live at all. So.
Me premiering that.
Well, I mean, I premiered each part. Why not do it for the rest of the series?
I said when.
Oh, the 13th, 8 o'clock. So.
Okay.
I'm tomorrow. I haven't really been starting on it because I've been busy and stuff. But tomorrow I'm gonna do that, and the Sonic review will be late because of that. But honestly, I don't care. So.
Yeah. Oh well.
Sonic.
Anyone in the chat? Probably not.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Well, while that's going on, I'm gonna paint Salty first. Well, actually, I should do my brake fan because I need to finish painting that and calling it scrap. So. Like yesterday, I'll go from 8 till 10:25. So.
Leo Saffron
Sorry.
Gonzalez says poop.
Oh, hello.
Someone in the comments said poop.
Oh.
It's someone called Julio Sanfra Gonzalez. Also, Mr. Mindblocks is here.
Hey, Mindblocks.
I don't understand the poop part.
I don't know, and I don't really care.
Excited, man? Cool. I'm gonna move this.
My mark says the whole gang is here. Ooh.
Yep.
Wow.
Well,
Oh yeah.
I think we're missing Train Fan, but besides that, yeah.
Yeah. Overall, we got the gang back together.
I mean, when were we apart?
Yeah.
I suppose.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually working on a concept art on Jake, who is the new character from my Magic Railroad sequel.
Alright.
Just seeing what his color, his color is black. But I'm trying to make sure what design or number he should have. So
Okay, yeah.
Mindblock says the four of us should make a club.
That'd be kind of cool.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe one day. There we go. Scrap. There we go. That looks a lot better than what that does.
Oh, I didn't know this.
What's that, Aaron?
I was trying to find a picture of a Trackmaster Thomas that I can edit and color on Photopea, and I see those they have. It seems that Trackmaster Motorbikes also has a jet engine.
Oh yeah. I think I saw that yesterday. I forget.
Except that has a pic for Thomas. He doesn't have that surprise face anymore. He just has like a what is that? A pilot
Oh,
mask or
that,
something.
yeah. I saw that. I don't like that.
I prefer the surprise face.
You're not the only one, buddy.
They should have kept that.
You're not the only one.
Yeah. All right, but where is the official one? There it is.
I'm gonna get such a brush. So.
I might get the jet engine, but I'm not gonna keep the that pilot face Thomas.
Actually, if you want the jet engine, dude, just the regular jet engine, they have the regular one on Totally Thomastown. I saw it when I got splattered.
Oh, okay. Okay then. That's another one on my list. I might do a remake of Thompson Jet Engine someday.
I need to remake mine. I'm not as proud as mine as I was.
Mr. Mindblock says, and once upon a time in my world, I was having the premiere set for Magic Railroad Remake Part 7 finale, till the premiere process was very slow like before, and once again, I was like, heck with it. Woof.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna upload it like everything else, and everyone will get to see it last.
Looking forward to seeing
Can't wait to see it.
Time to paint Salty. Oh, Aaron, I finished season 4 today of Kitchen Nightmares, and I started season 5.
Oh, how was it?
I like it. I didn't.
Huh.
I forget who won. I wanted the other guy to win, but still, I was happy regardless.
Yeah.
Mr. Mindblock says it'll possibly be a Friday release.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Friday. Perfect timing.
They have video also going on Friday too.
Let me know when that is, Matt, so I'll make sure it'll be there for the premiere.
Yeah.
My episode 5 of Thomas and his Trackmaster and Too Many Friends, not so Express Coaches, is coming out. Is premiering tomorrow at 7:00 p.m.
I keep to my word, not premiering anything again, because what's the point when I can just upload it already? True.
That's true, I suppose.
Yeah. I only got premiere stuff like special. Yeah.
Unless it's something, like if you premiere something, unless it's something that's really really cool or big, if I would say.
He was having issues with it, so I can understand why he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this looks less brown and looks more chocolate flavored, like Salty cracking the chocolate factory or something.
Wow.
Let's let that try for Salty. Now let's do this. It's so weird. It's so weird painting the model first, then the bogey. Because I normally paint it all together. But I think it'll be more better, like half the engine on the ground, then half the bogey.
I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Block says this is big, but the Premiere process was slow and the internet has problems whenever I upload something, which is new in a bad way, and the process was just slow, so heck with it.
No, I understand. Okay, the black is done. Now I just gotta put the details in.
I mean, hear this, a freaking hour later, the process showed 30%. That's how long it took. Oof. Just mind blocks.
There was plenty of time to upload something, and it took a long time. It was not because of the internet, or because the file I used was like too big. So.
Yeah, that happened when I was premiering getting ready to premiere the full movie of Bagachi remake. It took about 20 minutes for it to finish loading.
Yeah, that happens though.
Yeah. Okay.
My book said when the internet comes to a gliding halt whenever I'm uploading, I legit couldn't watch anything else because everything was on a halt till the upload was done. Oof.
Yeah.
Again,
that's happened with me. Like, I have to upload something. When I'm uploading something, like back in the day, not nowadays, I have to wait until it's done uploading before I can watch something. That's why I have a lot of things saved on my computer.
My book says I'm sure it can be fixed at some point for me. I told my grandma not to worry about it, but we'll might have to take another look at the Wi-Fi at some point.
Yeah, makes
sense.
Yeah.
I never thought I would like legit paint over my original Salty because I just never thought I would ever have a reason to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being here tonight, by the way.
No problem.
No problem.
Rock said this was a new problem ever since the old Wi-Fi got killed by a storm back in August somewhere, and since we got this new one, this has been happening to me.
Huh. The more you know.
It says now when I'm doing videos that are not long, and it's no big deal for me because I can manage to stand it, but the Premiere process just ain't worth it. I got it.
I don't know what it's like for you, Mind Blocks, but it didn't for me. Like, when I just it's basically the same as upload, you just set it to Premiere. But I don't know, YouTube could be different in different countries, so I don't know how it works.
Oh.
Alright, I finished.
Nice.
Alright. This may not be his actual look in the sequel, but this is just like a concept art or whatever it is. I'll put in Discord.
So I think this part of Magic Railroad, the one I'm doing, is gonna be like the longest yet. It's gonna go from the train station where we see Lily to the end of to the very end of to the very beginning of the viaduct scene with Mr. Conductor. So
Oh, okay.
so that's like
Yeah, nice.
yeah, so that's like a good 20 minutes probably. So I'll work on the audio for that tomorrow. Then I'll edit it and it'll be ready for.
Block says, I know it's the same, but yeah, it may be confusing to you, so, but I'm just gonna upload.
You do what you want to do, my friend.
Alright. There is Jake. It's on the it's in the Thomas and Friends server.
I'll take it later, dude.
Alright.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, this may not be his actual look. He is going to be in the sequel. Because all I'm going to do is just put some paper around one of my Thomas Trackmaster toys, and then just color it. Then, and he may look like this, but we'll see.
Yeah. My blog said, but if you were me hours ago when it was happening, you see what I mean.
No, That has happened to me before Mind Blocks tons of times. I just kind of don't. I just kind of sat on my butt for 2 to 3 hours and just let it happen. So. Oh, speaking of which, hey Matt, you know how you're doing a different? You know how you're making your own version of Thomas and the Tuba?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually came up with an idea for my own story for Emily's new coaches.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna send it to Turtles and Thomas and ask him, yeah, hey, dude, is this good? Is this bad? Like, what advice can you give? 'Cause I think I might want to start doing that now. Like, not every time.
Oh, amazing.
Like, not every
Stay off of Stephen 8, though. That's my territory. Well, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
That's all my territory.
Oh, you doing your own Emily's new coaches?
Yeah, I had an idea for it yesterday, so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, as much as Emily's character, this was like one of the only times that Emily had a good character in that episode. Even though I was not pleased with the episode because of how the edges are always so rude to her. But overall, it was okay episode.
Actually,
So yeah, to see.
Actually, I'm actually going to change that in the episode, so all the engines are more to their character. So, and instead of it being Oliver as a secondary character, it's going to be Edward. So.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Edward will be good.
You'll see.
You're gonna have Toby be the one stuck on the line.
Oh yeah, like
Hey.
no, actually, that's going to be Edward.
Yeah.
Mm.
My book says, I don't know about Turtles and Thomas, because he was kind of loopy last time when he heard of the new reboot.
But
I mean,
that's just a video, dude. So.
um,
Turtles and Thomas
Yeah,
is not that crazy.
act over the top in their videos all the time. Like, I should know.
Yeah, Turtles and Thomas is not that crazy. It was a skit, dude.
And he's a lot more mellow than that, usually.
He's a lot chill. Like, I swear I've watched live streams of him, and he seems like such a chill guy. So.
Yeah, he is.
When I did my thoughts, my first one, not the second one, that was actually when after I saw the trailer, and I was really ticked off. Maybe I was like, maybe I shouldn't have uploaded when I'm still mad. Maybe I should have uploaded after I chilled down. But when that video, I was really ticked off. But then I did a second one, and because I was calm now, I did go a little too far.
No, dude. Like, if you don't like, you don't like it. Plain and simple. So.
No,
What about when he was on Vinny's PT Boomer video premiere? And he kind of acts like that in general when it comes to stuff like that.
Sorry, man. What am I about to say?
He said, how about when he was on Vinny's PT Boomer video premiere?
How is he acting like that? I didn't pay attention to the comments.
I don't actually even remember what he said. I can check, actually. But
I know
I don't remember him being crazy.
I know he's a nice guy, though. I know that.
Yeah. I actually talked to him once before.
I talked to David Pierre. He was a nice guy. I also talked to what's his name? The Thomas One Railway critic. Nice guy too. So, and the same for Ed. Ed is very nice.
Let's see. Turtles. I'm gonna go check more turtles. Yeah, I guess he kind of was a little crazy, but to be fair, it was because all of us were talking about how worthless Mutt is.
Oh yeah, that makes it even worse because Vinny was gonna have Mutt in his movie, and he cut him off because Mutt didn't matter. But then Vinny's dog died a little while after the premiere.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it is sad.
It is.
I don't know why some people think that Mutt is worthless. Because if it weren't for Mutt, Willie wouldn't have been able to get on the train. Mutt wouldn't have been able to let her know about what's going on or whatever.
No,
Or
but
leave her.
what Vinny did with his movie, Britt could have done with her movie without Mutt. So
Yeah, it's just simple mix-ups. Basically, is all you have to do.
yeah.
Alright, I guess.
I'll give credit though. Like they took time to train a horse and a dog. Like I'll give them credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but I wonder if the horse or the dog that played might is still alive. I doubt it, but
I would kind of doubt. Yeah, I doubt it too.
Okay. I don't know. My custom cranky is falling apart.
Oof.
speaking of cranky, I actually thought about it a few days ago. I used to have the Wooden Worry Deluxe cranky, and I don't know what happened to it. I think I threw it out because the batteries wouldn't work anymore. So I don't know.
I actually said custom pinchy. My bad.
I kind of thought that
Feedback.
was made when he cut him out and the dog dying after that.
Well,
And so that he didn't mean to do it, like, because he's, like, bad. He just did it.
well, yeah, because
Kind of thought guilt.
mine had nothing to do with the story. So
Mm.
plus Vinny did.
Plus, what's wrong with a little dark humor sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus
I
Vinny
think
did.
they were. I think.
Plus Vinny did
Go ahead.
upload the deleted scenes on YouTube. So
I think what they were trying to do.
Knew it was his movie and he did whatever he wanted with it. It makes sense.
sorry,
I think what they were trying to. Go ahead.
Oh, I said sorry. I was checking the laundry.
Oh, okay. I think what they were trying to do in the movie, the actual movie with Mutt, I think they were trying to make him as like a supporting role in the movie.
Yeah,
I think.
that's it.
Yeah.
That looks it fair enough.
Hey Matt, you know how you
Yeah.
were asking me when episode 2 of Untold Stories is gonna be out? I've actually I decided next month, but for a good reason. And no, sorry, this month. I decided I'm actually gonna do it this month, and for a good
Oh.
reason, and you'll see why. So
Alright. I was about to say next month.
Yeah, no.
Dang.
I meant to say this month. Remember how I said while I wanted to make this series, I wanted to change it up. So I change it up all the time with like some scenes are one Rary, some scenes are Trackmaster. But I decided the rest of the movie episode, so like the last 4 or 5 minutes, is gonna be Trackmaster and not Wooden Railway. So,
Alright.
and if you wonder how,
Doug Lennox star in later movies after Magic Railroad.
Yes. He was in X-Men.
sorry
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Sorry what?
Yeah.
My mom was asking. Go
Sorry.
ahead.
Can someone explain to me what about Doug Lennox and X-Men?
When my boss was asking, did Doug Lennox star in later movies after the Magic Railroad? And I said yes, like he was in the X-Men movies.
Who did he play?
I have no idea. I'm gonna look right now.
I didn't
He
know
said
that.
he was Albert the bartender.
Okay. Oh wow, I'll have to take a look at that in the first film.
His last film role was in Lars and the Real Girl. It came out in 2007.
Never
Never
heard
heard
of
of
that.
it.
No, yeah, me neither.
Hey,
Those Magic Railroad.
X-Men. Yep.
I need to watch the X-Men movies.
I
I really
really-
do.
I really feel bad for Doug Lennox, like because like he like after all that acting in the movie, they had to cut him out. But at least he was in the Blu-ray, so that's the good part.
Actually, what's interesting, dude, is Britt felt so terrible for why he had to be cut out. So he got an own once in a lifetime made Thomas and Magic Railroad leather jacket So, and what's even more funny is Neil Crome. Apparently, Neil Crome and Doug Lennox are friends apparently. And long story short, they met one time, and Neil saw his leather jacket and was like, "Where'd you get that from?" "Oh, I was in the Magic Bird movie." "Really? So was I." And they had this whole conversation. So,
Oh yeah, I remember. Wait, Ewan McGregor.
no,
Wait, okay,
no, that's false.
no.
He wasn't gonna be in the movie.
Okay, I'm looking at Wikipedia. It says this. So they were talking about John Ellis' Forza Thomas, but it says but was replaced by Canadian actor Edward Glenn. Ewan McGregor and Bob Hoskins had also expressed interest for the role.
No, that's fake. But some fans asked Britt Elkoff if this was true, and she flat out said no. And Ewan McGregor would have been able to do it anyways, because while Magic Railroad was being filmed, Phantom Menace was being made. So,
Oh right. I forgot about that. So I was about to say. Now,
Buck said, "Yeah, I remembered that from the Neil Crome interview on YouTube."
yep, I saw that. I loved it.
I gotta watch it. I haven't seen that. I gotta watch that.
I'll send it to you if I find it, dude.
Thank you. And so Patrick Brennan was the original voice actor of Splatter and Dodge. So I don't know. I am happy that he was replaced, but I wonder why they decided not to let him voice them in the final cut.
I mean, again, I like some of the original voice actors. Don't get me wrong, but you cannot like Neil and Kevin. Their voices are just perfect. So.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm just wondering, like, is there like some sort of there's unknown reasons why Patrick Brennan was replaced by those two.
Oh, a lot of people just thought the actors were too old. So.
I mean, I listened to it. I don't think it was that old. I thought it was
If
okay.
anything, Eddie Glynn sounds really old. Sounds like an old man trying to sound young.
I don't hear that though. I don't know why. I just don't.
Yeah. My book says that was Britt's apology to Doug. Give him a Thomas jacket. Lol.
Hey, actually, speaking of Neil, apparently Neil's done so many things. Like apparently he writes and stuff. Apparently he was in the original Goosebumps, and he did some other movies and stuff too. So that's really fascinating.
This afternoon I was I was
God, why don't you shut the fuck up?
What's going on, Matt?
Oh, it's my family just being pieces of poop.
Let's see.
Okay. Anyway, I was reading some of the stuff in the Finding Nemo Marlin Wikipedia, and here's what's so cool. They had someone else who was originally who's gonna originally voice Marlin in Finding Nemo before they cast Albert Brooks. They got the lines done, but for some reason they replaced him with Albert Brooks.
How come?
I don't know. I mean, like, what's his name? Who's the original voice of Marlin? Hold on, I'm trying to find who it is.
Well, while you're doing that, at some point, Matt, I'll go through the YouTube editor and I'll take out when you said the F word.
Alright. Good Lord, Matt. Some family life you got. Well, yeah.
Matt says his family's really loud, and they don't.
Yes, and that's so annoying.
Okay, I'm still looking at.
Well, says for some reason, I think in the Neil Crome interview, he called Doug Lennox John Lennox.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Really?
I think it was by accident, maybe.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I'm looking and looking. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so Marlon was originally voiced by William H. Macy, who actually had all his lines recorded when Pixar decided to change the voice to actor Albert Brooks.
Oof.
Haven't heard of him.
I actually want to hear how he does Marlon, the original guy. I wonder why
He called.
I don't know. Maybe maybe that's why maybe maybe that's like a nickname or something.
I mean, some people can do a great job with acting and recording, but sometimes when they think of a movie, they're like, "This isn't the guy we wanted." So, like, it was like that for the original Marty McFly. Like, they couldn't get Michael J. Fox, they got someone else, and he just wasn't the right guy. So they tried with Michael J. Fox, and it was perfect. So. Great movies, though.
Only because it's been a long time since he's seen him. Maybe.
Did you guys know that in Finding Dory there was a deleted scene that the Tank Gang had their big roles in the movie?
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
I understand why they had to cut him off, but they kind of like they can still give Dory more screen time and let her focus on the story, but there could have been other way to give them more and more roles, just like with Marlon and Nemo.
I mean, with how the movie ends, dude, they're probably gonna do another one at some point. They just haven't announced it.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny at the after end credits. I knew they were going to appear because I saw the end credit and I saw Gil below. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that means they may appear in the after credits. So when I watched it and I see them, like I knew it. And then when they got captured, I'm like, oh boy, that Finding Tank Gang coming soon.
Did they actually get the original voice cast for the Tank Gang?
And Brooks says also Neil Crone got to see the original P.T. Boomer scenes while he was doing Diesel 10 for the movie.
Do you know what'd be so cool? If Neil Crone, like aside from Douglas, if Neil Crone was Boomer and he voices Diesel 10. As you know what? Yes, I changed my mind. Let's put the opposite. Let's switch. Neil Crone is P.T. Boomer and Doug Lex is Diesel 10.
I don't know if Doug would have done well as Diesel 10, to be honest. Like, not to be rude to the guy, but I don't think he would have done that well.
But how do you think if Neil Crone was Boomer, how would you think he would do?
Oh, no.
I'm not so sure. I've never seen Neil really act, so...
For some reason, it just popped in my head. It just popped in my head. I was like, huh, I wonder how, if this, like, they switch places. This time, Doug Lentz voices Diesel 10 and Neil Crone is Boomer. I wonder how that would go.
No, Mindwalk said he was having lunch in the recording studio with Kevin Frank, and he and him saw P.T. Boomer in.
I gotta say, Kevin Frank, Neil Crone, and Doug Lentz, I think these three have like lots of fun whenever they play their characters.
Oh yeah, they did. You can especially tell with Neil.
Oh yeah. The voices, the way the personalities go. I mean, that's fun acting.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't mind seeing John D. Lossy do Diesel 10.
John D. Lossy? Who's he?
Don't know.
I don't really know off the top of my head.
No, I know he means. He means John Delancey. He's a My Little Pony voice actor. I don't think he. To be honest, Mindblocks, I don't know if he would have done well as Diesel 10, to be honest.
Oh, My Little Pony. Okay, never mind. Alright. Because I don't know. Like, I don't watch My Little Pony, and I don't know who he is.
He voices Discord in the show.
Discord?
Discord.
The Discord server in MOP.
No, his name is Discord. Like, his name is Discord, the destruction of chaos.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright.
It's confusing, trust me, I know.
He's got a voice Discord.
Think this a few more times than Salty, then I'll move on.
I don't blame you, but I still wouldn't mind seeing what he could do as him.
Honestly, I think he'd do better with Spatter and Dodge. That's just my opinion, though.
Brain Fan 2006 says hello.
Hey, dude.
I need to hear his voice in order for me to know if he can be those guys.
He's a good. John Delancey's like a really good actor for sure. It's actually even funny. He was on the original Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who he played, but I know he was on the original Star Trek. So
My dad loved Star Trek.
I'll watch it one day. My social worker wants me to watch it. I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a watch. Give it a shot.
A movie?
Star Trek.
Star Trek?
Yeah, the show.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it. I wouldn't mind though.
I'll give it a watch one day because why not?
Yeah. You know what I missed? Yeah. Buxton, yeah, he was. Played Q in Star Trek, which I never seen. Ah, there it is.
Oh wow! I've made there's 103 videos on my channel.
Cool.
Huh.
Okay. That's fine, Kale, but to me, I still would love to hear of his Diesel 10.
I mean, I like to hear it too. I'm just saying I don't know how well he would do. That's all, dude.
If you voiced him in the CGI series, then you would be good. No offense to no offense to the guy who voiced him in Dirty Diesels and Freestyle Rescue and in the Christmas decoration episode. No offense, he's decent. But I'm just saying, it's so, like whenever we get new clone or fan made voices or like other people, they do kind of. I'm no offense again, they do it better than the CGI voice.
It's actually funny that today I was saying some random Diesel 10 lines, and I was kind of, what was it? I was doing the voice actor that did Diesel 10 in the parody. I was doing his voice, and I'm thinking, man, this is kind of, I like this voice. This voice is cool.
Yeah.
Mindblock says, I mean, Neil Crumb is still do a really good job. I mean, it's just a what if.
What if?
I was going to originally put Hero in episode 5 of my Thomas series, but I'm like, well, I can't think of any roles for him in the episode, so never mind.
Right.
I could maybe I could have given him a cameo or something, or.
Okay, if I was in charge of Magic Railroad's voice actors, I would get James and Diesel I'd get James as Kathy Weasluck and Diesel 10 is John Del Lancey.
John Delancey.
Yeah.
John Delancey. Nice.
Like I said, I don't know about John D.
John
Lancey,
Delancey.
whatever.
Yep, John Delancey. That's right.
Yeah. But I would know that Kathy would do much better as James than that other female voicer.
Well, Susan Roman, her name was.
Yeah, Susan Roman. Like, no, okay. I don't want to be rude to these people. No offense, but she did a good job with James's personality, but the words is just too obvious that it's a female.
Well, it's the same for Percy, but it's well done with Percy. So.
Well, Percy, I don't care. Well, Percy, I don't care because Percy is young. I understand that, but so I didn't mind Percy, but James.
Have you heard Kathy's boy impression before, Aaron? My blog asked that.
I don't think.
Yeah. I took.
Do you know?
I took a look at it.
Yeah, Kathy. What's luck? I can never say her name right. She does Spike and My Little Pony, but it's interesting because Spike's a boy and Kathy's a girl, and she does such a good job. It's insane with how talented she is.
Yeah. I took a look at it. Yeah, she did a great job.
I can see her as James.
Oh yeah, definitely. What do you think about? Now, I mean, I do like the Linda as Percy, but like, how do you think that she would do if she was also James? I mean Percy.
I don't know.
I don't like Percy's voice either way, so.
Kathy actually could have done a really good job as Percy. She'd be great as Percy, I know that.
Yes, Percy, the number 6 green engine.
I totally forgot to take the stickers off of these when I bought them.
I'm sure they do better than Martin T. Sherman at least.
What?
I don't like Martin T. Sherman as Percy.
Which voice of Percy?
It's season 13. Wait, is it Martin Sherman's voice in season 13? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I'm asking who would do better than Martin T. Sherman?
I don't know, the person you guys were talking about. Oh.
Kathy.
Oh, Kathy? I thought. Are you serious? I thought Martin T. Sherman did a great job as Percy. He's actually my favorite voice of Percy.
I understand that. I don't know. Every time I listen to his voice as any of the characters, he sounds so bored. He sounds so bored.
What? Okay, look. I mean, that's the Percy I grew up with. I mean, it's well, I did grow up with Linda's voice of Percy, but mostly it's Martin T. Sherman's. But and actually, that's how I do my Percy voice. That's actually me doing Martin T. Sherman impression. Unless, well, I mean, wait a minute. I think I know you have heard my Percy voice in my Thomas videos, Matt. So what do you think? That's me doing my Martin T. Sherman impression. Do you think? Do you don't like it?
It sounded like that, to be honest, to me. But maybe it's just because of how your voice is.
Well, I mean, here's this. I listened to it one more time. Well, I'm on microphone, and there's a huge difference between with me on microphone and not on microphone. My voice it's still deep, but it's not. But when it's on microphone, it's a little bit more deep.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Percy, the number 6 green engine.
Still sounds pretty deep.
Not to be rude, you do a good job, but it's not one of your best voices, buddy.
Don't feel bad. My Percy voice is complete garbage.
I'm not good at Percy. I've tried.
Hello, I'm Percy. That's my voice.
Actually, it's actually funny. I think it's good and funny.
I don't.
Actually, maybe you should do that for Bill and Ben, because that's a funny voice.
Yeah, I can already do this voice, and I honestly think This is way better, isn't it, Bill? Yeah, it is, bud.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
that.
Well, I mean, like I said, if you without the microphone or the camera, if you hear my voice is deep, even without the camera, or if you don't hear me on camera, but when you hear me on camera, it's actually a little bit more deep. So maybe that's why you guys, like, whenever I voice characters like Percy or James or Diesel 10, and you might hear a little bit of deep in it. Because I hear the same thing. I'm like, no, like one time when I was doing James and Magic Railroad in my Magic Railroad remake, and I was listening to it, and I was like, it sounds a little bit deep. Maybe it's because of the microphone.
Well, something you also gotta remember, dude. The way, a fun fact, the way how you actually sound on camera is how you actually sound, because your brain is not programmed to actually hear how your actual voice sounds. It's dumb, but it's the facts, and that's what my mom told me. So, which I find very fascinating, actually.
Yeah, I suppose. Hold on. Hold on. So, Mindboxing Train Fan. Wait, do you think I do a good Percy voice, or do you think it's fine, but it sounds a little bit deep? I want to hear your opinions.
Fan says he can do a decent Percy voice, and Mindblock said, I mean, seriously, when I heard her Spike in MLP, I legit thought the voice actor was a boy.
A lot of people thought that for what's his name, Bud from Simpsons. So
yes.
This is actually a really good idea, like a yellow church. I like this.
And now I'm down to number 5 engine.
Huh.
I'm gonna make a yellow paint.
Right. Engine. And number 5 engine.
Oh, hey, Kale.
Yes, Matt.
After working on some new map episodes, something I've decided I'm going to try to do more is have the episodes connect a little.
Oh, that's gonna be cool to see.
Yeah, like one thing that happens in like one episode can or sometimes will carry over to the next, or sometimes episodes will just take place at the same time.
Oh, that's cool, dude. Looking forward to seeing how you do that.
Yeah. So,
Maybe I'll make this a church.
Huh. Huh.
Hello. Number 14 engine.
Huh.
Hello. Hello. I'm Percy. Number 14 engine.
Huh.
Mr. Mindblock says, "Hey, Aaron, I got a question. If you were at the viaduct and Diesel 10 was right behind you, would you A, your gosh darn life, or B, look back frozen with fear to where he catches up to you?"
A, simple. Just A. I'm out. That's me. I ain't gonna just stand there. I'm just gonna just run off. That's it.
Here's my. Okay. Gotta check my thing. Gotta check the laundry.
Hey, Mindbug, so I have a question for you. I got a question for you. Whenever you hear, aside from Thomas or Gordon, I'm talking about characters like James and Percy, or any other young character I voice. Do you ever think you hear like some deep into the voice, even though because I have a deep voice? Do you ever have that? Do you ever hear that in Mindbox, or no?
Look, he says, "Yeah, I would choose that too."
Yep, yeah. You don't just stand there and let this evil Diesel engine with a claw catch you. Just run. Just simply run. Run somewhere where Diesel 10 will not catch you.
Mindblock says, "Sorry, what was the question again? I got interrupted."
I said, whenever you hear me do Thomas, Percy, or James, like not Gordon, like not the deep character voices, but like the young characters, like when I do Thomas, James, or Percy, whenever I voice them, and I know you've heard them, do you ever think that you hear like there's some deepness when I do their voices, or are they perfectly okay? Like you don't hear like much more deep into them, or whatever. Like hello, I'm Thomas. I'm the number 1 blue engine. Hello, I'm James, the number 5 red engine. Hello, I'm Percy, the number 6 green engine. Or that. Like, do you ever hear some deepness into them whenever I voice them?
He says he doesn't know.
All right. Well, I'm just wondering. What about you, Train Fan? I'm just wondering. Because like, I'm getting a little nervous because I'm about to be 16 this year. And if my voice gets even deeper, I don't know what's going to happen when I voice James or Percy. I'm like screwed.
Mindblock says, "I thought I noticed you pitched your voice when you did Lady and Emily."
Yeah.
Well, Lady and Emily are female characters, so there was no way I can do their voices.
Yeah, I heard that. I remember being like,
Yeah, same.
Mm.
Ow.
Oh, my Train Fan said he's not sure.
If you two had the same opinion.
Oh, hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
You know how me and Kale have been talking about redoing past Thomas episodes?
Yeah.
You have any idea for what? Do you think you would ever reimagine an episode?
Like if you ever were to do one.
I would say. Well, I'm trying. Okay, so are you saying like a Thomas episode or?
A Thomas episode, not a.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, my brain just froze. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this right. You're asking me about, like, I'm imagining of of an
Like if you
of a-
can redo a story of one episode for like a video, well,
What would it be?
I would say it would be a one story for one video. It doesn't have to be like my own ideas, or it doesn't have to be like
Yeah,
part of
Your own idea. Like, if you want to remake an episode that you didn't like and think could have a better story from the show, what would it be?
I think it would be I would say an Edward and Henry episode.
Okay.
you'd be a little more specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So, because since these two are best friends, we never got any much episodes about these two. Well, maybe except for Come Out Henry or whatever, but we never got that much. So, it should be an episode where it's kind of like similar to like that song Togetherness, of how they help each other out. So I'm trying to get the story now in my head. So Tom tells Edward and Henry that they have to pull a really, really heavy goods train. So then Gordon comes, and then you know how Gordon is. Gordon can be sometimes always saying like, "Huh, you two need help. I don't need any help." That's how Gordon is, and that hurts Edward and Henry's feelings. So what happens is, so when they're at the docks, so Henry is still getting that thing of what Gordon said to them in his head, and so he wanted to. It's kind of like Big Strong Henry a little bit, but it's not like completely like Big Strong Henry. So what happens is Henry takes the goods train right before Edward is coupled behind him. So he's gone. So Henry's gone, trying to prove that he doesn't need any help or whatever, trying to make sure that Gordon does not tease them again. Or
Kind of reminds me of your
that's
episode. Kind of reminds me of your episode Little Engines Candy Big Things.
oh yeah, my episode.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that in a way.
Yeah, it's it is like that, but well, mostly it's with Gordon being in Little Engines Candy Big Things. He just does it to make fun of Thomas of how he's always little. With Edward and Henry, Gordon just like treats them like that he's better than them.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry's the same size as him.
Yeah.
Kind of. Is he the same size as Gordon?
Basically.
Yeah.
Close.
Mostly Gordon talks to Henry about having help because Henry's a big engine and he's strong. But and Gordon says if Henry needs help, then he's not a strong engine or whatever. And that actually that gets Henry a little bit. So that makes him wants to hold the heavy goods train himself. So but then it all went wrong when he goes up Gordon's hill and he's struggling really, really hard. And then he slides down the hill.
Right.
And then Edward follows Henry, and then they have this big talk about help, that every engine needs help whenever they, no matter if they're big or small or whatever, they always need help.
Yeah.
So, and actually, that's how the friendship grows a little bit. So Edward goes behind, chuffs behind the goods train to be Henry's back engine, and they both chuff to Gordon's home, and they have like this nice happy ending.
All right.
There we go. I mean, I just thought it in my head. I don't think it's that much like specific that much. If it is, then that's good. But if it's a little bit messed up, then my bad, because I just thought of it in my head.
Your mom looks says Aaron. Come I hear your thoughts on Diesel Time friend Mr. Conductor scene again, I'm just not in the mood for some comedy, lol.
Which one?
You mean your Magic Girl remake Mind Blocks? Or are you talking about in the actual film?
What does he want to hear?
He wanted to know my thoughts on Diesel 10 turns Mr. Conductor scene.
Ah, okay.
You talking about the remake, like your remake of it, or are you talking about the actual movie?
Instead of the actual movie.
Okay. Yeah, my thoughts on it. It was pretty scary when I was little. But here's what's... Now, I'm okay. Mr. Conductor, don't just stand there. If you hear a diesel engine saying, "Hello, Twinkle Toes, remember me?" you get out of here. You don't just freeze, turn around, and then move. You just run, like, immediately.
Yeah, but
Just
you gotta remember though, like if you were in that position, like if it was real life, I mean, you gotta remember, like stuff like that is scary as crap happening in real life. So
Yeah, and plus, you gotta remember, this is Mr. Conductor, the same guy who thinks it's a good idea to use his gold dust over walking.
yeah. Also, you gotta remember it's a movie, so
Yeah, no, it's a movie, but that's what I would do. Like, that is what I would do if I was Mr. Conductor.
to be honest, what I would do is I just go onto the other side of the friggin' tracks. That's what I would do.
Exactly.
And just hit an easy button and be like, well, that was easy.
I mean, I know for a fact Pinchy can't reach all the ways, so
Yeah.
at least I don't think so.
Now, I don't think Mr. Conductor should. I don't think he did because he ran to the mountain. But if he like runs straight to the viaduct, I don't think he'll be able to escape because Diesel 10 could just move faster and faster to catch up with him.
You know, something I always wondered is, you know, there were bushes near the hill. I kind of wonder, like, if he could hide in the bushes a bit, and Diesel 10 maybe thinks he has them, but he actually has the bushes instead, and it gives Mr. Conductor more time to run up the hill. I don't know, that's something I always thought about.
Huh.
Or just,
My blood and train fan are laughing, and then my box is like, what about when he could have walked onto the other track where he couldn't have gotten them?
one thing I always
He would
thought
have been
is,
good.
one thing I always thought is, he walks onto the other track, then maybe he dangles himself off the viaduct, and Diesel 10 can't grab him, because, I mean, he can't, so he's basically doomed.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Conductor is safe. Diesel 10 is sucking.
Actually, I would give Diesel 10 credit for even capturing Mr. Conductor because if he didn't, Mr. Conductor wouldn't be able to cut the wires, and Diesel 10 wouldn't be able to fling him out, and he wouldn't be able to land in the windmill where the source of the gold dust is.
What's actually
Let's
funny?
not forget, he also wouldn't have been able to do the middle finger in the movie.
Yeah, that's right.
That was funny.
I
I
never
didn't
noticed
notice
that.
that.
Until, I didn't notice that until my teenage years.
Same.
What's actually even more, I don't know if you know this, Aaron. Matt knows this, but did you actually know in the original movie, Pinchy was actually going to open, the Mr. Conductor would fall, land in a bush, and the bush would fling Mr. Conductor to the windmill?
Really?
Yeah, that was the original plan. Before filming, the original part of the script, Pinchy opens, Mr. Conductor falls onto a bush before hitting the water, then it flings him right through Pinchy, that's open still, and then he flies right to the windmill.
Oh,
And
I mean, I don't know what's better, that or that.
I kind of want to see that original, kind of, because I want to see how that effect would have been done. There was another deleted scene, actually, we're into the script anyways, where for some reason Mr. Conductor is at a waterfall, and he hears Thomas's whistle, and he tries to get to him, but he falls down the waterfall. Basically what happened in the parody, basically. And I kind of wonder what that would be like.
You know, when Mr. Conductor, he was in a scene. So when Mr. Conductor was sleeping, like on the ground, and Thomas is like chuffs past him,
Yeah.
I don't know why Mr. Nectar couldn't like shout at him like louder so that way Thomas can hear him.
What I never understood is why he just never just got up and just ran to Thomas. Because obviously he could have done
Yeah.
that.
Because he caught Peter fond of depression.
Yeah.
It's very serious.
Hmm.
Green Can says that was the funniest scene in the movie. My blog says I never noticed when he did the finger, even though obviously he didn't mean it because it's a kid's movie.
Well, no. They didn't do it on purpose. Like, if the middle finger is the longest finger, so how exactly are you supposed to reach it? You're not. So you have to use the middle finger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as long as
you gotta tell this movie F you.
Basically. It's even more funny because, in Thomas parody videos, have said the same thing, like he's giving the movie the finger or he's saying it to the fans or something. I don't know, but it's stupid stuff like that. It's kind of funny.
Also, like the scene right after is kind of an F you to the audience if you think about it. It's the scene where he's like, "Did you put this here? How kind of you!"
Yeah, I never understood why did they do that in the movie. I don't get that. This isn't Dora. It's Dora.
It's a scene. It's such a...
breaking the fourth wall. Made for comedy.
In a Thomas film, yeah.
It wasn't really funny.
No, it wasn't.
No, I didn't. Wow. I was happy. When I was little, I was like, Mr. Nectar can notice me, but I was little back then. So
I actually think I think I did the same thing. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you know what? For kids, test audiences. Now they think that P.D. Boomer and Keith Scott Diesel 10 is scary, but they don't think that the Smelters Yard scene and Diesel 10 dangling Mr. Conductor to his death in the viaduct is not scary.
Yeah.
Also, at this point, I think they were just lying about the whole scary thing.
I think that was true because the reason I say that because they just thought the human scenes were boring, and I think people Britt didn't really want to admit it because it was her story, her baby. So they just told a lie. Like there's been rumors about that, and I'm wondering if that's kind of true now because obviously the kids were bored when the human scenes came on. But when the train scenes came on, they were fine. And may I remind you, they had to refilm and re-edit and stuff for the film. So obviously something had to change to make it more Thomasy.
What they should have done, instead of just putting stuff in scene to scene and make some stuff confusing, they should have redone some of the stuff.
Yeah. Well, what's actually funny is when they were making this film, not even the script was done. When they were shooting the last viaduct, when they were shooting the last day of shooting, the script wasn't even done. The movie got so confusing and jumbled, and we're thinking, okay, how are we doing this viaduct scene? For example, Diesel 10 was supposed to fall off the viaduct in one shot onto the barge. Well, for moving Claw and a working diesel train, how are you going to do that? So on the spot, they thought, okay, let's just have him fall into the barge. So that's what they did. And, when they were filming that, the script wasn't even done yet. It kind of shows how messed up the film was, or even being made. Yeah. So.
Also, no one wanted to film this scene where Diesel 10 falls off the viaduct.
That's right, no one did. Because of pinch.
Because, because they were like, man, Britt, you really want to break this expensive model with a giant claw that it actually works?
Yeah. So that's why they decided to do the whole pinchy grabbing the track and then falling into the barge. So.
I can, speaking of Pinchy, maybe that's the reason why Incarnate Lynch and Pinchy was all.
It couldn't have been. Because when Diesel 10 actually falls, they say, and it's been stated, that someone actually grabbed Diesel 10 when he actually falls off the bridge, both shots. They did a separate shot when he's just laying in the barge full of sludge. I think it's when they shipped Diesel 10 back to the States. I think that's when Pinchy got messed up. So, it must have been.
The viaduct scene when Diesel 10 was falling, You know, I've actually was really interested in how they did that, but when I saw the behind the scenes of how they were doing the scene when Pinchy was grabbing like part of the rails of the viaduct, but it broke.
Yeah.
I was like, but that's cool. Like they connected Pinchy to the rail, and then they screw it in just so it can stay on tight. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
It's even more cool because you can't see the screw. So.
Oh yeah, but because when I was doing my Magic Bell remake and I was doing the scene when Diesel 10 fell off the viaduct, so here's what to do. I had to turn on Diesel 10, quickly move, record, and put my hand out so when he falls, I can catch him so that he doesn't get broken. So then I didn't know what to do because I don't know how Diesel 10 was gonna hold on to something. It's like I didn't. It's like the track just completely collapsed, so I had to like do a scene when Diesel 10 just holds on like part of the track, and then that's it. And then it slips out, and then that's when he falls into the boat.
Yeah.
And the boat that I used when Diesel 10 fell into the viaduct, that was my Wooden Railway Bostro.
Yep.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You guys can see it.
It's actually funny when I did my Trackmaster remake. You can't see it because my Diesel 10 covered Bulstrode actually, but I actually used my Trackmaster Bulstrode for my original remake, and you can't even see it because Diesel 10 is so huge compared to my little Bulstrode. So because of that, Diesel 10's like on top of Bulstrode, and you can't even see him. It's actually kind of funny.
I was gonna originally put do some editing sludge onto Bostro, but the problem is Diesel 10's Trackmaster was too big and it couldn't fit all the way into Bostro.
Yeah.
If it's Wooden Railway, then it fit, but it was Trackmaster, so it's Tomy, so yeah, it's really big and wide. So I just had to just do no sludge editing.
Yeah.
So. But I was like, oh well. Hopefully people don't mind that.
Whenever I, what's actually funny is I'm thinking about getting a new Diesel 10, and whenever the time comes, whenever I do the Diesel 10 getting coated in coal, well, not coal, because, fun fact, I'm actually making a separate Diesel 10. My social worker is really good with electronics and stuff, so we're gonna make a custom-made Diesel 10 with a moving Pinchy, so that's gonna be cool. And
well, that's cool.
So I'm gonna do that for the coal scene, but when it comes, the same for the actual falling off the bridge scene. But when it comes to getting time covered in sludge, I think I'm gonna actually use my original Diesel 10 for that, because I do want to get a new one because mine's starting to get old a little bit. Because it is my very first Trackmaster engine. Second, the face, Diesel 10's face is not cracked, but a lot of paint's chipped off of it, and I want to change that. So.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still gonna use it. Why not?
Right. I like how you when you mentioned the coal scene. When I was doing the coal scene, I was gonna originally get some maybe some. I couldn't find any. I was gonna originally get dirt and just dump it all over Diesel 10, but I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't want to. I'm trying to make sure I don't make much of a mess, or make sure Diesel 10 isn't ruined, or make sure the dust doesn't get all over his electric engine or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna go on Photopea and color Diesel 10 black and make it look like there's coal coming all over him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you saw the remake. You saw how when Diesel 10 got covered in coal, you can already tell it was just like a drawing of the coal and all that.
I remember the very first time I did it, Mom said, "Okay, go ahead, but don't make too much of a mess." I'm like, "Okay." 1 hour later, I'm cleaning up so much hot chocolate and stuff. So, because I use hot chocolate powder, and it legit took me an hour to clean up the bathroom with how much of a mess I made.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't use real food or real stuff as like for coal dust or whenever engines are delivering food, because I don't want to make a mess. I don't want to like ruin the trains. I'm trying to make it like what James says, shiny and clean, shiny and clean.
Well, I always make sure my engines and that don't get messed up in there, and I that's actually why I mostly use my wooden engines because yeah, the motorized stuff, and I can just clean them off. So, but yeah. It's a good thing I have, what's the word I'm looking for? Paper down here. So.
My blog said, heck, even my original Magic Railroad chase from a long ago when Diesel 10 falls onto a pillow on the floor I used to break his fall. I also got 20,000 views, which is insane. I also said, oh, you talking about Magic Railroad remake scenes when I dumped Lego coal on my Diesel 10?
Yeah.
And it switched to the drawing of Aaron. Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking. What I was talking about in my Magic Railroad remake, I didn't use Lego. I just used drawing when I did the cold scene.
All right.
You know, I'm gonna look back at my Magic Railroad remake and see, because I haven't seen my Magic Railroad remake like in a while. And I'm gonna watch it. Let's see this. There it is. There it is.
If anyone's wondering what I'm doing, I'm putting white on Percy. So.
Where have I been? I've just been waiting for Kale and Aaron to finish their conversation. Sorry.
No. Don't be sorry about it.
That's okay. I was done anyway. I'm just taking a look at my Magic Railroad remake. All right, playtime's over, Splodge. Now it's time for the next lesson. I call it how to stop being stupid.
The ones on eBay were expensive, so I knew I was never going to get them.
Sorry, wait, what?
Oh wait, never mind. That's for someone else.
Okay.
Dan.
I was actually, not only that I did a drawing of the coal in my Magic Railroad remake, but I also put some black shades on, I drawed some black, a little bit of black fading on Diesel 10's face to make it look like that some of the coal that's got into his face. I was actually I was pretty impressed with that.
That's cool. If anyone's wondering what I'm doing here, I'm painting the white running boards for my main 6 engines. So, well, I should say Gordon, Thomas, and Wood. Gordon, Thomas, and Wood. Let's see. Henry, 5. Yeah, 5. It's gonna be really tricky to do Edward, Gordon, and Henry. So I don't know how it's gonna come off.
You know what? When I finished my Magic Railroad remake, when I did the full movie, and I was showing this to my parents, we watched the entire thing. They were very impressed on how I did a good job with the editing and the voice acting and the some of the effects I did on it. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty good.
That's good, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, my box. After part 7 is out, like your finale, someday I will do a review on your Magic World remake.
When I'm done just painting it,
Lux says he can't wait.
I'll get a little cloth.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll just wipe that off. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Lux says, and Aaron, if you and your family have a movie night together one day, would you like to watch My Magic Railroad remake all the way through?
Yeah, maybe. Like, we'll see. I mean, it's gonna be hard because I'm sure I will.
Lux says that because that would be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. I did show my mom some of the parts of your Magic World remake, and she liked it.
You have to show them my videos, JK.
Oh yeah, I showed my parents. I showed my parents your videos. Stitch. I've shown I'll show my parents like your videos, Matt, and my boxes.
I was only joking. But
What videos?
Actually, my mom really likes your when I was showing Stitch, when I was showing my mom one of your videos, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was a remake or something.
Right.
She really liked it.
Oh, until I said thank you.
Yeah, she gave you a thumbs up.
Oh, until I said thank you. It means a lot.
My Lux says he's got all the parts on a playlist, so it wouldn't have much clicking buttons going to the next video, you know.
Oh, speaking of
And says hearing my voice on a TV, now that would be cool.
if it doesn't go in the theaters, Mind Blocks, like I said, whenever I do premiere my Magic Railroad movie, I promise I will record your lines so you can hear them when they were first done. So.
Aaron,
Yeah.
mine, did you show your parents?
I think I showed them the it was your Thomas episode. I think it was the one when it was the what was it? It was a Thomas. I don't think it was a Thomas episode. It was a video that I reacted to when you brought Diesel 10 to life.
Origins of 10.
Yes, that was the video.
Do you by chance remember which one of my name when you showed your mom? I'm legit curious.
I remember there was one video I showed them your it was a Magic World remake. It was part 1.
Oh,
And there was another.
that's cool.
Yeah. And there was another video. I'm trying to remember your videos. Like, I watch a lot of videos, and some of them they get mixed together sometimes. So I'm trying to make sure I'm saying the right video.
Of course.
And and I did I showed them it was the Diesel 10 Get Me video. It was your green screen video.
Oh God. Oh no, that one.
They like no. Actually, they liked it. They actually laughed with like the way you were running when you were Mr. Conductor. They thought that was funny.
Okay, because I am not really that proud of that video. I find it kind of cringy.
I actually told them while you were doing that, I was actually voicing Diesel 10 while you were doing that scene.
Yes, that's right. If I may suggest, dude, another one you should show them is the second green screen one I did when I'm talking with James. They might like that one.
Oh, okay.
Just a suggestion. Or maybe the first chase scene I did. Just some suggestions, of course.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
My blog says your mom said she liked some of my parts aside from you as tumbleweed.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I did. I did show her the part with the tumbleweed, but I showed her the other parts, Diesel 10, or with the sneezing powder scene. And trust me, my parents are really interested of
Your first videos?
all of your content, Stitch's content, Mindbox's content, Matt's content, and I'm pretty sure. I think I showed I don't know if I showed her your videos, Train Fan. Trust me, whenever I've like when you guys told me about how you make your videos and all that, I always get interested and I show my parents because like they actually like how other people do their creativity with Thomas.
Well, that's cool.
My blog says, awesome, dude, you got amazing parents. And Train Fan said, hey, Aaron, what did your mom think of the voices?
She liked your Thomas voice. She liked Diesel 10. I don't know about the other characters. She did like Lily. She said that she liked Lily.
Whenever I do the live action Magic Railroad Aaron, you have to show your mother your Gordon and stuff.
Oh yeah, I actually showed Mom my Gordon voice audio.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Blog says that one night when you and your family have a movie night, I'll give you the playlist to all the parts to my Magic Railroad remake and just simply sit back and relax and enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
And Martin and Train said you have amazing parents.
Thank you, Train Fan. Yeah, like my parents, like mostly they love my stuff all because mostly it's my voicing. They think I do a great job with voicing characters. With Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby. I don't think, and I did, when it was actually one of those days when you guys told me about how when I voiced characters like James and Percy and how my voice gets a little too deep because I have a deep voice. I asked them that. Like, do you think that my voice does get like out of the way when it's too deep or something?
Yeah.
And they said a little bit, but I think you do great with like every Thomas character. And I said, oh, thank you.
Oh, before I forget, by the way, I have great news. I have a Facebook for YouTube now.
Oh.
Yeah. I made it last night, so at some point, I'm going to, advertise it and fix it up and make it all, ready for my channel. So yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I told you. I know I told you and Matt this before. I don't think I told you and Mindbox and Train Fan this. There was a video. There was a video file that I did of me doing the voices when I was doing the Magic Road. My Magic Road remake.
Yeah.
Let me take that. it's kind of when I do the voices, it's kind of like how other voice actors do. Like whenever they voice their characters, they try and make it like more fun and entertaining. Like they do like movements and all that.
Yep.
That's what I do because like. But I think it's actually what gets me more fun and entertaining when I voice characters.
Yeah, because you have actions and movements, so it makes it more fun.
Yeah. So I think so. I know stuff. So Sunday, I think maybe on Thursday, I'll upload the video file on YouTube. It'll be voice acting of Thomas and the Magic Road remix.
Oh, that'd be cool.
But I think it was. I don't know what part it was. I think it was part 5. So I remember me doing my Toby voice, and I think that was when Toby was sneaking behind Diesel 10s, and Spectre and Dodge.
Is that when you were laughing a lot?
What?
Is that when you were laughing a lot?
No, that was no. There was another one when I was doing when Diesel 10. It was part. Yeah, it was the Surgeon Misconductor, and that was when Diesel 10 was teaching Splatter and Dodge how to stop being stupid.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was the one I laughed. Like I don't know, for some reason, like the way I say it, like I'm trying to say like Neil Crone because that's what makes it more funnier. And then when I did,
being stupid. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Now it's time for the next session. Here, I call it how to stop being stupid.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Train fan said, not train fan, Mr. Mindblock says, when you record me doing the voices of a truck and possibly the past Ginger scene in the theater, Kale, I'm definitely showing my family.
Yeah, like I'm gonna try to get into the theater with my friends and family to see, but if not, I'll make sure what I'll do my blocks is I plan to do some behind the scenes and stuff. So maybe I'll make sure to like send you like the power of editing and stuff. But I'll make sure you see it for sure. I promise you that. The same for when you.
Blocks also said, and I would put all the parts into one movie, but there's a slight problem. It'd be too long forever to export from my iPad, and I'd get loads of copyright claims.
I actually plan to do that with my movie at some point. I'll just explain to YouTube why. Like some YouTube I watch, they remade the entire movie of Toy Story 3 in stop motion. Matt and I both watched. Very well done, by the way. You know, it was the entire movie audio, and they explained to Disney and to YouTube why, and they're like, oh, okay, just don't make it money. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. So, yeah.
Train Fan 6 says, I've also painted my Trackmaster Thomas run board. Nice.
Nice, dude.
And Block says, yeah, it's not going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately.
You know, whenever I do a video and I do voices, sometimes I don't always use the same voice software. Sometimes I use the voice software on the video editing, like how I edit my videos.
Yep.
And sometimes I use Sound Recorder, which is another voice software on my phone. Because whenever I do a voice and it may not sound good on that, I'm like, okay, I'll do that line on Sound Recorder.
Yeah.
So, it's like sometimes, like when you ever hear my videos and whenever you hear me do voices or my narrating, whatever, do you ever think it sounds a little different, like how it goes from how it may sound a little bit loud or maybe a little bit too quiet?
Maybe here and there, but not much.
Yeah, some of it is from the my video editing software, voice recorder, and my regular sound recorder.
Right.
It says forever to export and it take up space on my iPad and forever to upload, and I get copyright claims to where I'm screwed. YouTube would notice and be like, so you have chosen death.
No, like my reaction video to Big World Big Adventure got 9 copyright claims, and It was totally fine. So I just didn't.
Oh
want,
yeah, it's,
I just didn't want that many copyright claims, so I changed it.
I saw your video, your reaction.
Yeah.
I think that was the. Well, I didn't know it was you because like when Big World Big Adventure came out, like, during like the U.S. or Canada, I was actually seeing what people would think because like because it first came out in the UK, so okay, I'll wait until it comes out in the U.S. When it came out, and then I was like, oh, someone did a reaction to it, and that was your video. And I clicked on it, and I was like, okay, that was good. I like that. I didn't know that was you. I mean, that was like before I recognized. I mostly recognized you.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then-
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
That time with me with some YouTubers actually in the past. So
I don't usually focus on who the YouTuber is. Like whenever I just focus on the video back then.
yeah, I know what you mean.
My blocks of like still I'm not gonna do it. That's why I'm better in parts and in a playlist.
Same.
You know what? I'm gonna change the timeline for my Next Road sequel. Instead of it taking place after the Great Discovery, I'm gonna let it take place after Hero of the Rails. Since Hero of the Rails was a good Thomas film. So the timeline was good. But this was I'm gonna take a but in my series there's no creaky cranky like there's no that Sharon Miller like those episodes in my series. It's just Hero of the Rails. That's it.
Alright.
So yeah, it takes place 9 years. Yeah, because Hero of the Rails came out 9 years. So yeah, it takes place 9 years after the Magic River.
Speaking of which, didn't Hero Rails turn 10 last year, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, no, it turned 10 2 years ago.
Oh, I don't keep track anymore.
Oh yeah.
The Islands turned 10 last year, and David Eagles is going to turn 10 this year.
Joy.
Oh great, dude. Oh great, they're the Diesels.
Along with that, Wonky Whistle's turning 10 this year.
Yeah, and Saturday
no.
and I are watching it.
Okay, well there's Monk was an episode that I was like okay with.
No.
I actually laughed for some reason when I was little when I saw the episode. I laughed really hard every time I hear Thomas's wonky whistle.
I never liked that episode. I never did.
I don't like anything about that episode. I don't like it.
But then when I watched it, I was like, but then when I was watching it, now that I'm watching it when I'm in my teenage age, I did get a little annoyed with that, and it did kind of got my ears a little bit.
Mind Blocks asked, "Hey Aaron, what's your thoughts on the Let's Go meme?"
Which Let's Go meme? Like,
Oh, the SpongeBob one, yeah.
It's the black guy who's like, "Let's go," and then on the SpongeBob title it says the N word.
oh yeah, yeah. I thought it's actually a pretty funny meme.
I showed Kale this one that like edited it so it said Snickers instead of the other word.
I laughed so hard when I saw that.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Season 25? Aww. Is this going to be offensive to me?
Yeah.
Instagram Box says, well, Aaron's going to hate me for that.
Why?
I've seen some. Oh, no.
Why?
Just be careful what you say on the stream, please.
I'm not going to say that word, Kale.
No. Oh, no, is that what you're thinking? No, I was just saying, just in general, be careful what you say on the stream, please.
But
Are you talking about the
Someone
what,
even
the,
did one with David Diesels.
the word?
I can't believe that movie turns a 10 this year.
Yes. 10 years of snooze fest.
Yeah.
10 years of disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
10 years
yeah.
of boring, over narrating, bad Diesel. Well, I wouldn't say bad Diesel 10, except for the
Not as good.
except for the
Let's say that. Not as
the
good.
Satan. Okay, I think Diesel 10's character was decent in David Diesel's, except for the Satan head scene.
Yeah.
Overall, it was decent, but still, that's still not going to change my mind. Percy, maybe. Thomas, no. Flynn, no. Bill, no.
Good. I like Bill in the film.
Mr. Memlock said the black guy seeing the N-word is why.
Oh, that one? Actually, I don't think... I didn't pay attention to much of... Actually... I didn't actually pay attention to that word. I was just focused on the let's go part. I didn't hear... I didn't focus on the N-word, so...
If it's okay, please change the topic.
No.
You know, speaking of the N-word, when my dad was at one of my basketball games,
Aaron,
what?
I asked if you could change the topic, please.
Huh?
I guess no. I don't. I'm painting Thomas stuff, and we're talking about the N-word. Kind of doesn't go hand in hand.
I mean, the word was said in a Railway series book.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Don't. I don't want. Okay. Oh. Okay. Never mind. I see what you mean, Stitch. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, at least next year, Blue Mountain Mystery turns 10.
That's right, it does. And the end of Sharon Miller.
Yes. My blog says, Aaron, don't speak of it, please.
Yeah, thank God you guys stopped me, because I keep forgetting that this is a Thomas stream.
Oh my god! I just realized I'm having deja vu. Now I know I've been here before. I swear I have deja vu. I have deja vu all the damn time. I swear.
My blog says, you can tell me next time.
No, never mind. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to make you guys uncomfortable. So
no, it's I don't mind. I'm not uncomfortable, dude. I just don't want it being said on a Thomas live stream of all things.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that this is a Thomas live stream.
It's different if we're playing video games, but we're just chatting and playing video games. But because we're doing Thomas stuff, no, please.
Yeah. No, because usually I can tell it's a Thomas stream whenever you do like behind the scenes or like editing stuff. But whenever you do like painting and mostly when we're I don't know, I just somehow lose my memory and
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just it's different when we're playing video games because we just talk about conversation. But with Thomas, just no, thank you.
All right.
Probably at some point I'll just go through the editing stream. I'll just edit some parts out just to be safe. So.
All right. So let's not talk about this. So let's just get to the good stuff.
All right.
Who lives in the pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. You know that episode?
Yeah.
The Lost Identity.
Yeah.
Whenever, it's kind of like bloopers, like Patrick's bloopers, whenever he has to say a line, but then he keeps messing it up.
I would not be surprised if that was actually the case. The guy who played Patrick kept getting his lines mixed up, but they decided to just go along with it.
That
would be pretty cool.
I really hope that was that, because that would be hilarious.
It would be.
What's your favorite Patrick scene from SpongeBob? Stitch and Matt.
It's hard.
It's a giraffe. That one.
Okay. You two are talking at the same time.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Matt goes first.
Okay. Actually, you can go first because I'm still thinking.
It's a giraffe. That one. That one always makes me laugh.
Oh
so
yeah.
much.
Oh yeah.
That's my brother's David. My brother Dave. That's his favorite one. And every time I see it, I can't help but laugh so hard.
I wonder how Patrick. I don't know how his parents were able to raise him, and
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on with Patrick's origin. Like he lives by himself. Well, I mean, he lives with SpongeBob and Squidward, but he lives by himself in a rock, and then he's. I'm not gonna call him dumb. I'm gonna like less smart.
Yeah, that's smart. That's what I
I'd
said.
probably say it was the scene with what's it called? It's the scene in like the end of the Secret Box episode.
Yes.
Patrick's like, here's the actual thing, the secret box.
Yes.
So my book says, which episode did Patrick get his lines mixed up?
The lost identity.
Is that what the name is? I don't remember the actual name of it is.
Yeah. Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob, he's actually my favorite but my worst character ever in SpongeBob. I love him, but I hate him. For some reason, I get like whenever I love how he's always being so predictable, always trying to do everything to make money. But when he goes too far, he don't care. But that's what I hate about him.
It's actually when you mentioned Mr. Krabs, I love Mr. Krabs so much. But when it comes to the characters in the show, I don't know if there's any characters that I legit don't like in the show. Like I legit would have to legit think about that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I love Mr. Krabs, but I hate him at the same time. Like there was this episode when whenever Patrick wears the Krusty Krab hat, he always loses his balance.
I don't think I've seen that one.
And in that scene, so Mr. Krabs, so customers for some reason loved it, and Mr. Krabs was making money because of that. And so he decided to take it too far by letting Patrick fall and land on sea urchins, and he doesn't care. He just cares about money. And I love him of how he's always still thinking about that, but I hate him for that because I can't. It's kind of like how I say it. You love that this person always does the same thing every time, but you hate it at the same time. It's kind of like how James is always so predictable of how he's so about his paintwork and all that.
Yeah.
But you love it. But you love it at the same time. That's how I feel about Mr. Krabs' addiction with money.
Yeah. I totally understand.
But he's not the worst character. I say the worst character is Pearl. I can't stand Pearl. I don't like her. She's a brat.
Pearl kind of makes me laugh here or there. I don't know why.
I like what they've done with her lately.
Yeah.
But first of all,
seen Sailor Mouth.
I love that episode. That would be crazy. That would be crazy if they actually caught it.
I'm so
Did
long.
they actually cousin that episode? But
Yeah, they did.
oh my gosh, that's even
I
even
remember
more
that.
funny.
Okay. One of my favorite Pearl episodes is the one where Mr. Krab cheaps out on her birthday, and SpongeBob gets control of Mr. Krab's credit card. I love that.
Oh yeah.
That episode's called, but I know what season it's in.
Yeah.
It's
Battle of a Birthday.
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
I mean, Pearl has her moments. She has her funny moments. She has
her
good
annoying
moments.
moments.
But I just get so annoyed at how she treats her father. That's her father, and she treats her father, even though Mr. Krabs is kind of,
She
but still, That's your father, Pearl. Well, actually, here's what doesn't make sense. Pearl is a whale, and Mr. Krabs is a crab. So I don't get.
I'm assuming it was an adoption thing. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Right. But I just get thrown over whenever Pearl is always like crying all the time, or how she's so bratty a lot, always getting drama, or with the way she treats her father. I'm like, okay, Pearl. I mean, yeah, some of them are funny, but most of them, for me, I just get so annoyed and I can't stand Pearl. So that's why she's the worst character, in my opinion.
I understand that.
My block says he's got some fun facts about Sailor Mouth.
Okay.
Oh, like, let me say something. And Mr. Krabs is a weak. Like, he's a wimp. If I'm Mr. Krabs, I would snap at Pearl and say, "You don't talk to me like that, young lady."
No wonder why this one doesn't work anymore.
It's so weird that SpongeBob's been around for over 20 years now, yet it only has 12 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder when I've watched every season and every episode, even the new ones, and I still pay attention to see if there's any new episodes coming out.
Yeah. So I don't watch too much TV anymore, so I think that for some reason, because I have the status of watching every SpongeBob episode, if I decide to keep it, I think from now on I'll just buy the DVD releases and just watch every episode that way.
Yeah.
You know, here's what I'm confused. After the SpongeBob movie came out and they had to continue the show because of money, I wonder how that timeline went. Is it just a new timeline? But I wonder if if they actually end the show, I wonder how they got ended. Are they gonna end it kind of the same way as in the movie, or they got ended a different way?
Yeah.
Good question.
There we go.
The problem is, it's more of an if they're gonna end it, not really a when. It's more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on the voice actors.
Point to Simpsons 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like says, the actors for SpongeBob and Patrick actually cussed because it was hard for them to stop talking between the lines during recording. And said, let's actually cuss, and there's censored it out.
Okay.
But, you know, oh my gosh. You know, have you ever seen these Squidward episodes? Whenever SpongeBob and Patrick keep messing with him? Have you ever feel bad for Squidward?
Kind of.
Yeah. Like, SpongeBob. I mean, okay, SpongeBob, I get SpongeBob was trying to be nice and all that, but SpongeBob, can you ever think in your head that you're annoying Squidward and you need to leave him alone?
I don't know. It's SpongeBob after all.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny to see SpongeBob and Patrick mess with him, but at the same time, I really feel bad for him. And I'm like, okay, SpongeBob, Patrick, just stop. You're not. You're really not making him happy at all.
Did they ever make a toy of the Magic Cons? I've always wanted a toy of the Magic Cons.
The Magic Con show.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's it.
I love
When do you think the stream, Kale?
Sorry, Matt?
I was saying, when do you think the stream will end?
10:25, like last night.
Alright.
Okay. I might leave a little early.
Okay. If you're getting
I actually.
sorry,
Go ahead.
a second. If you're getting too tired, Matt, you can go,
No.
dude. You don't have to be here, man.
No, I'm not tired. I was just curious.
Okay. Yeah, at 10:22.
You know, it's so funny. Whenever Squidward is always being so cocky and always out like he's better than SpongeBob and Patrick, but then whenever something better than Squidward, I mean, Squidward, just shut your mouth, because you stop being.
Mindblock says, and yeah, I'd seen the episode Patrick fell into the sea urchins, whatever it called Mr. Krabs, not caring about the money.
Actually, when SpongeBob was about to talk to Mr. Krabs about this, but before Patrick told him not to do it, I actually wanted to see SpongeBob snap at Mr. Krabs. Actually, I have seen him snap at him. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure. Have you seen this episode when Mr. Krabs keeps telling SpongeBob to get something from Mrs. Puff?
Yeah.
And SpongeBob has had enough with it, and then he said, "Don't tell me you want me to run down to the store and buy something from Mrs. Puff of something that she doesn't need. Then you want me to run back here so I can say, SpongeBob, you're spending all of me money." And then I'll say, "But Mr. Krabs, I'm not doing what you said." Then you'll say, "We're not talking about this or this. We're talking about this." I love that scene because I've never seen SpongeBob as this. Like, I never seen him snap at Mr. Krabs like that before.
One of my favorite ones is when he fires Squidward, and Squidward is living at SpongeBob's house, and then he says, "Oh, I forgot the line, but Mr. SpongeBob calls Mr. Krabs a cheapskate, and basically forces him to get Squidward his job back." Like, I remember that being so funny.
Oh yeah. You know, in the episode when Mr. Krabs accused Squidward for stealing the dime, and then he got fired for that, and then SpongeBob had to be Squidward's maid.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that. Okay.
I love it when he just grabs. I love it when he just grabs him and just calls him a cheapskate. I just love that so much.
Oh my god, I can't. For some reason, I actually want SpongeBob to be like this more. Because for some reason, I always laugh so hard whenever he gets so ticked off and he snaps at the other characters, like Mr. Krabs or Squidward, Patrick. Has he ever snapped at Sandy before?
No.
Okay, so aside from Sandy.
Honestly, I don't want to see him snap at Sandy. Like, it's one of a few years, I don't want to see him snap at her.
Excuse me. Mom, are you okay? Mom.
She's okay.
I'm dancing ERD.
Okay.
Mama, are you sure you're alright? You okay? Hold on, excuse me for a second.
Yeah, dude, take your time. How has this cup not gotten dirty water yet?
Alright, I'm back.
Is your mother okay, dude?
Yeah, my mom had acid reflexes,
Oh, okay.
but she's okay.
Well, that's good to hear.
Oh, thank goodness. This would be like a stream. Like, I'll be watching the time of hearing me getting up and saying, "Mama, you're all right," and then something bad happens to her. Like, I don't want to remember that, but
Yeah, I know, we know what you mean.
thank goodness that she's okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on that more. I love that.
All right.
That's good. I find a weird thing in SpongeBob.
What's that, dude?
The intro that was like first used in 1999, like the cell animated one, that intro remained used for the show all the way up until July of 2016.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
Yeah, like they use the same old cell animated 4x3 intro, even for the HD episodes at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird that they would use it for so long. Oh, and Mindblocks asks what happened to your mom.
She had acid reflexes.
What's that exactly, Dan? I don't know what that is.
So like, it depends on if you eat like something that has a lot of like if you eat like stuff like because like he was happy because she had cheese tortillas with meat sauce.
Okay.
So whenever you like saw like the stuff in the sauce, or if you eat like stuff with like a lot of how I say it
Spiciness?
well, not spiciness. Like if you eat like here's an example. If you eat like Doritos or how I say it or corn chips,
Okay.
the like the stuff in it, kind of just like the sauce can like, and if you lay down and you go to sleep, it it shows that it gets into your stomach a little bit. It's not like I don't want to be disgusting, but it's not gonna be. It's not like you know. Bleh.
Okay.
It's just that you cough a lot and like some stuff. I don't want to be disgusting.
No, it's fine, dude. It's fine. It's fine.
It's acid. Acid reflexes on me. It's I'm trying to.
As long as she's okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, she's okay. I would Google what acid reflexes is. It's okay. It's
Right.
okay. They say it's a disease, but it's not a disease. It's how I say it.
It's just part of the body, basically.
Okay, so it happens after eating spicy or like acidized food.
Oh, yes. I know what you mean now.
So that happens. So that's why whenever I eat food, I just have to usually like whenever I have Doritos or popcorn or any type or stuff that has that type of stuff in it, I just stay up for a little bit and make sure that I digest, and then I'll make sure I go to sleep so that way I don't have that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, my mom's okay.
That's
Good. Mindblock said, "Oh, okay." She just had a reaction to it.
Yeah.
okay. So,
Yeah, I see what you mean, Aaron. I'm sure all of us had that.
all right. So, Salty will be done soon. There's got to be like a few more coats of.
My mom says thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Toa and.
Mindblock says, "I know I had acid coming up my throat a couple of times."
Oh.
Oh yeah, trust me, it does not. It does not feel good, especially when you fall asleep. Because if you it just makes you wake up immediately, and it does not feel good even when you fall asleep.
Oh, I bet.
Just make sure you don't. Just make sure you don't eat too late. That's what you must do.
Oh, every time I eat, I always wait for 2 hours just to be safe. So.
Yeah, that same.
Just sometimes what I do, like I won't go to bed while late in my bed. Like I'll stay up, I'll watch some ASMR, I'll listen to some music, and I'll watch videos and stuff. But I always wait. So. All right.
Mindblock said, "Yeah, definitely."
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Excuse.
Almost done. I'm gonna finish Thomas, then I'm gonna end the stream.
Yeah, I still find it odd that Nickelodeon decided not to make a new HD intro for SpongeBob until like 4 years after the show switched to higher definition.
Yeah.
They should make a new intro. I mean, I love the intro, I really do, but it's kind of annoying that you keep seeing the same thing over and over again for about like 20 22 years or 20. No, yeah, 22
They
years.
did make a new intro that was like more of a redo of the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's still the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the Simpsons HD intro, they added so much into it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But hey, sometimes more is better.
Yeah, in that case, though, I'm not really sure. It's like, yeah, they had to cram in so many new jokes. They have to cram in a new billboard joke, a new chalkboard joke on top of the couch gag joke. Maybe sometimes it's just a little too much.
I am so surprised they haven't run out of couch jokes yet.
Yeah. Along with that, the animation in the HD intro actually kind of looks a little worse than the original.
I wouldn't say that, but that's just my opinion.
It's primarily because there's some weird stiff moments in it, I feel.
Okay, yeah, that I can see. Especially when the characters run to the couch. So
When looks at and Aaron, what did you think of Burnett Stone's reaction to when he finds out Lily is missing?
Oh yeah, me.
In the movie or in the remake?
I think he meant like when it was me voicing him, dude.
Oh yeah, that was actually I gotta say, yeah, that was pretty good. I gotta say, yeah, Stitch, you do a good job with Burnett. Like
Thank you.
I can already tell it's it's your voice, but even though it's your voice, you still the tone of it or the personality of it. It makes it sound like a complete different thing, and that's what I really like about that. Whenever you play characters.
Oh, well, what I was trying to do was I know the movie by heart, so I was basically imitating Peter Fonda. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Blocks of the actual movie, though.
Well, I'm sorry, but sometimes I'm sorry. Like sometimes you actually sometimes you tell me about like the remake or the actual movie, so I'm just asking. I thought, his reaction was worried, but I don't know. I mean, how do I say this? He was worried, but it didn't sound like he was like super worried.
No.
I can't. I think that Peter Fonda did a wonderful job as Burnett. I'm just saying that whenever a daughter or a granddaughter is missing, he needs to give more and more emotion because I didn't see much emotion into that.
No, you don't see much emotion in Fonda's performance. Like it's nothing to do with him. Like it's just the character that he's playing. So.
All right, nice. So I need to remember to be more specific next time.
Okay, all right.
It's 10:25.
Yep, I was just about to check my phone. Thank you for that. So, everyone, say what you're gonna say, and then I'm gonna close up for tonight.
Block says he flat out says, "Don't worry, Patch. We'll find her." I was like, a person who wouldn't react like that they would call the police immediately.
I think I did well. I got to scrap things done. I got church and some other stuff done, and tomorrow I'll finish more. So I'm gonna fix this.
What I'm gonna do is during this week, after now that I'm done with my episode 5, I was thinking that did I say I was working on a video tomorrow or
no.
I don't think I. Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna start doing the next PT Boomer skin.
All right.
Which is the
But obviously, my remake is the same as the actual movie.
Yeah. I'm just saying that. So like whenever you ask me these type of questions, like it's about how you did them, like how you edit or voice acting. Like that's what I thought.
With that said, though, I need to be going to bed. So everyone, say goodbyes, please. And who knows? Maybe I'll stream another time this week on the weekend, maybe. Do. Bum, 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 bum.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, no,
Night, Aaron.
I was saying good night to Mindbox and
Oh, sorry.
Trent. Unless we are actually leaving after this,
No,
so I might talk to you guys a little bit.
Well, actually, I gotta go because I gotta do my teeth and I gotta clean up a little bit. So,
Okay.
I'll chat.
All right, then. Well,
But I'm free tomorrow, so whenever you guys are free, hit me up and I'll chat with you. So, so
all right then. In that case, good night, Mindbox. Good night, Matt. Good night, Stitch.
no.
and yeah, see you out.